afternoon, Pio Nation. I hope you are doing well today. My name is Matt Williamson, and you are watching Marietta College Esports. So this afternoon, we are going to have a whole bunch of Fortnite coming your way, as our Fortnite team is participating in the NACE Starleague Fortnite Split 2 competition. This will be a no-build competition. So basically, you just can't collect materials and you can't build stuff, but everything else is fair game. At least that was what I was told about 2 seconds before starting this. But we will see how the team does. There will be 4 games today, and it'll be kind of similar to some of the other Fortnite streams that we've done, where points will be collected based on the number of eliminations and the final placement in each of those 4 games. The team's already gotten the code to join the lobby for the first game, and that should be starting in a few minutes. So while we're waiting for that, we'll go over a couple of things. First of all, who's going to be playing today? So we have here sophomore Nathan Long tracked, and we also have freshman Ian Wanas, D9 Dozer 25, and our head coach Derek Games. Yeah, so the Fortnite team participated in the championship a week ago. Didn't quite go as well as the team had hoped, but they still had a very strong showing. And we're going to see how they do in the no-build setup, which does introduce a whole new level of complexity. Well, maybe not really a whole level of complexity when you think about it, because the build mechanics are gone, but because of that is going to introduce some new strategies. Maybe that's one way to put it. But all right, a couple of quick announcements. So first, we want to give a shout out to HyperX for being the official peripheral sponsor for Marietta College Esports. So they provided our facility with keyboards, mice, headsets, mouse pads, microphones. They are amazing. Our students use them and love them. If you would like to get your own HyperX gear, please be sure to go to hyperx.gg/MariettaES. The QR code for that is up on your screen, so take a screenshot of it and definitely check that out. We also want to give a shout out to Over the Moon Pizza for their support. So every now and then they will do game nights at their restaurant on Front Street in Marietta, where they'll have a Switch and they'll be airing some of our matches. So this coming week, they're going to have not 1, but 2 different game nights. They're going to do one on Tuesday and Thursday in the evenings. So definitely go check that out if you're in the Marietta area, so you can meet with some of the students, play on the Switch, and cheer on as some of our teams will be competing for the week. Speaking of competing for the week, let's take a look at the match schedule for this week. And we have quite a few things going on here. It's going to be a very busy week for our esports program. So tomorrow, our Rocket League team will be playing against Faulkner University at 7 p.m. On Tuesday, there will be 2 different matches. Our League of Legends team will be playing against Manchester as part of the GLEC match. That will be at 6 o'clock. So definitely tune in for that. Also that evening, our Overwatch 2 team will be playing against Oakland University. Because of the League of Legends match, I don't know if we'll be able to stream the Overwatch match as well. We'll see what we can do. It just depends on how long some of the matches take. On Wednesday, our Valorant team will be playing against Cornell College at 7 p.m. Thursday, we'll have 2 different matches for you. First, our Overwatch 2 team will be playing against Highland Community College at 7 p.m. And at the same time, our Rainbow Six team will be playing against St. Clair College. Both are part of NACE competitions. And what we'll probably do is like we did last week, where we'll stream the Overwatch 2 match first, and then we will stream what's the remaining of the Rainbow Six match. On Friday, our Rainbow Six team will have their next round in Collegiate R6. We don't know who that opponent is yet until Monday, so we will update our schedule once we know the opponent. And then Saturday, we have quite a bit going on, because our Valorant team will be playing against Mountain Union at noon. Then our League of Legends team will be playing against Mountain Union at 3. And then our Fortnite team will be participating in the second open of the no build splits at 3 o'clock. So we'll try to stream as many of those matches as we can. So 3 different things going on Saturday. And then on Sunday will be the third open for the NACE Fortnite no build split. So for Fortnite, both on Saturday and Sunday, they'll be competing at 3 p.m. So we will try to stream as much of the competitions as possible. All right, we are checking Discord for any updates. So we should be starting very soon. The way we're gonna do this is we have NDI set up through OBS on the computers that our students are gonna be playing here in our facility. So we're gonna be watching from their perspectives, and hopefully everything goes properly. Of course, there has been some issues with NDI in some of our Rainbow Six matches, so hopefully everything will be working okay. But we will try to show you both perspectives from Trax and D9 Dozer in the competitions, but they should be starting any second now. But I guess while we're waiting, we'll still go over a couple other announcements and reminders. So we're always looking for more students for our esports program. It's grown quite a bit over the past few months. So we have varsity level teams in, of course, Fortnite, but also in League of Legends, Overwatch 2, Rainbow Six Siege, Rocket League, Super Smash Brothers, and Valorant. Now, we haven't seen any Smash competitions this semester, but that will change in the spring. Our Smash team actually has been practicing quite often, and you've probably been seeing them in the pre-streams. Okay, I'm checking something on Discord here. Okay, so it looks like they're going to be recreating the lobby here. They had two different East groups, but they're going to merge them into one. So it's probably going to be just a few more minutes before the game actually starts. But we'll still talk about a few things while we're waiting for that. But yeah, so we have varsity teams in Fortnite, League of Legends, Overwatch 2, Rainbow Six, Rocket League, Smash, and Valorant. I'm going to double check the Fortnite team to make sure they know about the new code. So give me 1 second here. Just going to make sure everything is good. All right, sorry about that. Want to make sure that the Fortnite team was aware of the changes. So, like in some of the previous competitions, there were two different heats for the East competition, but they decided they're going to merge it. So, I want to make sure that the team does get into the correct lobby. But anyway, so yeah, we're looking for more students for our esports program. Whether you're a current Marietta college student or if you're a high school senior or a college transfer, we would love to talk to you more about our programs. We have our facility here on campus. We have dedicated coaches for several of our titles. We do provide programming support for our students, whether it's academic support or mental health and wellness, and there are scholarships available. So if you are interested for more information, you can go to linktr.ee/Marietta Esports. It has links to all of our social media channels that you can follow. It does have our recruitment forms that you can fill out, and also our tryout forms if you're interested in trying out for a scholarship. Speaking of trying out for a scholarship, so here's some information about that. If you are a high school senior or college transfer, it is a 3-step process if you would like to arrange that tryout. So you can go to our recruitment inquiry form at bit.ly/mcrecruit. So that QR code is up on your screen. Then the next step would be to actually schedule the tryout. So you can go to bit.ly/mcesporttryout. And what we do is every month we will have an online tryout scheduled on our Discord server. So step 3 would be to join a Discord server at bit.ly/pyodiscord. But our next online tryout date is going to be Saturday, November 5th. So that's just a few weeks away if you are watching this live on Twitch. But you can also schedule set up a time on other days. So in the form, there are online tryouts once a month, and you can schedule in advance which month you would like to try out. We also have a couple of in-person tryouts that are in conjunction with some of the open house events that our admissions department has. So, like for example, I think there's an in-person open house on Saturday, November 12th. So we will be doing in-person tryouts on that day as well. So if you are visiting the campus that day, you can come by our esports facility and try out for a scholarship while you're here, of course. Now, if those particular days don't work for you, we could arrange tryouts on different days. So there is another option. We just have to make the arrangements with our head coach to be able to do that. But yeah, so if you're interested in a scholarship, then you can definitely try out for that. Also, want to thank everyone for their follows and their subscriptions. Your support does help with building our esports program. We're trying to do quite a few things for our students because that's what it comes down to. We want to give our students as many opportunities as possible. So your support has allowed us to get more computers for our facility. We're also looking and trying to get some more computers to accommodate our growing roster sizes. We're also looking at trying to see if we can get some more staff and more resources for several of our teams. So your subscriptions do help make that happen. Now, if you're not in a position where you can financially contribute, and we don't want you to do that, we don't want you to put yourself in a financial burden. But if you do have Amazon Prime, then there is this thing called Prime Gaming, which means that you can help support our program at no cost to you whatsoever. So all you have to do is just create a free Twitch account, and you can go to gaming.amazon.com and you can click on Try Prime, which would connect your Amazon Prime account with your Twitch account. And then you can get a free subscription that you can use for any channel. You just have to do it once every 30 days. So you can go to our channel, hit subscribe, and then use I'm going to use my Prime Gaming sub to do that. And what does that give you? Well, that will give you several things such as VODs and instant access to VOD and our emotes. And it looks like we are starting up here, so I need to get to the game here. So give me a second as I am trying to get the everything here set up. So let's get into this, folks. So we are game 1 of this 4-game series. This is a no build competition. So we have tracks on the left side. We have D9 Dozer 25 on the right side here. So we're going to try to watch from both perspectives. And we'll also try to keep track of the number of eliminations for both teams. So a lot about this game, it really comes down to where you're going to be dropping first. Because you want to get to an area where there are weapons that cannot collect materials. So getting weapons is very important early on. But if you go into a heavily contested area, then you could risk getting eliminated too early. So it looks like they're already getting at least a couple of chests and some ammos and some weapons. Now, while they're not collecting materials, they can still destroy stuff to collect items. And we already see a legendary weapon for D9 Dozer. So a great start. Trying to work on getting his shields up. Trax is already kind of keeping an eye on it. It's an epic weapon as well. I believe that's a rocket launcher. So that could be huge for the team in this first game. Another legendary weapon. Oh my goodness. So we got legendary sniper rifle, epic rocket launcher, and some kind of legendary gun. I can't tell what it is. But D9 Dozer is cracked right now with the items that he has. Needless to say, this is going to be a great start for the team. So now it's just going to be a matter of can they utilize those weapons and get picks later on. And it looks like D9 Dozer is going to give the epic rocket launcher to Trax. And can we just take a second to mention the skins that they're using here? I mean, what other game can you have Morty and John Wick pairing together in a battle royale? I mean, that's quite the crossover event, if I do say so myself. All right, everyone's just kind of collecting all the items they need, but now the storm is going to be closing in about 43 seconds, less than about 40 seconds now. So they are going to have to start working their way, and although I don't know how far they're going to have to go. Yeah, they're going to have to head west, but it seems like they're still going to use this time to collect stuff. That storm is going to start shrinking. So they're going to have to start heading west. Just collecting some more ammo in the process. Yeah, it looks like they're going to have a ways to go to get to the safe area. But they're still going to try to get a couple chests along the way. And there's actually going to be... You're going to take advantage of this vault here. And see what's... Another legendary weapon, folks. Can you believe this? And another epic rocket launcher. They got all sorts of stuff here. And it's looks like they may forego the med kit as well. He's thinking about taking it. All right, and welcome back. We are already in game 2. We're just kind of in the loading section, so let's get into this. So we'll see if things go a little bit better for the Pioneers in this game. So apparently what happened in the first one was just basically you had the rocket launchers, but it does some splash damage. So using rocket launchers in close range might not have been the best idea. But we are in game 2 of this 4-game series. While we're doing it, I'm going to double check to see if there were any adjustments in the placements. It doesn't look like the spreadsheets have been updated just yet. It'll probably take a little bit of time before they are able to finish that up. It looks like Marietta is going to be eyeing a similar... Well, actually, no. They're going to go more northeast. That's all going to be coming up. Make sure to get some weapons. D9 Dozer already has one weapon in case he runs into anyone. Trax is going to spawn a chest, but just a green SMG and a small handgun, but not much from it. We are going to get an epic shotgun for D9 Dozer, though, and a blue rocket launcher. Or a rare, I should say. We're going to see Trax is going to use that keg to build his shield up while trying to find weapons. So once again, this is a no-build competition, so even though they are able to destroy stuff, they're not going to be able to collect materials because they will not be able to build anything. Just getting another green weapons. Yeah, Dozer's going to be doing some fishing. They're actually going to get a blue shotgun. Interesting that they traded out for the epic one. At least I thought it was a shotgun. I could be wrong. It's hard to tell. Getting a couple of fish, especially those that can help replenish shields. D9 Dozer is going to continue doing some fishing, getting some more shield fish. Actually has a pretty good one there. It looks like they're already in the circle area, so this is actually good positioning for them because now they can just go around and collect items. They don't have to worry about retreating to any spots. The storm is going to start closing in, but they're perfectly fine where they're at. Be another chest, but nothing great from there. Maybe a little bit of ammo. But as a right of the way, points work. They will get 1 point for every elimination, and then they also get points on their placement. I think they have to be in the top 17 in order to get points. So from game one, Pioneers were not able to accumulate any points just because they lost an early gunfight after getting some great items. So we'll see if they're going to be able to survive a little bit longer, especially since they don't have to travel around as much. We're going to see the Dinosaur is actually going to forego the rocket launcher, but Trax will take it instead. They will get to a vault, it looks like. I believe there's a vault there. So we'll see if they get anything right there. We're going to see an epic assault weapon, a rare shotgun, looks like. An epic SMG. No legendaries, but that's okay. Storm is continuing to close about a minute 40 before the storm completely closes in. Marietta will use this opportunity to continue to get more items. So it looks like 52 individuals are remaining. And D9 may be looking to get an epic SMG. They're just going to continue to move on to the next area. We're in a pretty comfortable position. 50 people remain in the game, so approximately about 25 teams are left. Just trading a couple of items. And it looks like they're pinging. I think someone is over there. They're going to be working. Looks like Prax is going to be heading up top. Now I got about a minute 15 before the storm closes again, and they're going to have to move this time. We're seeing that more teams are being eliminated, but Pioneers are still holding their own pretty well. They have their little recruit here to help, and there is some gunfire, but they are going to get away. Drax is checking if they're being followed. Doesn't look like it. We'll start closing in about 20 seconds. They should be fine, but they're going to send some shots fired not too far from them. Yeah, it looks like their recruit is still with them. The Dozer is going to spot someone on top of the hill. Lands one shot. And Trax is dealing some damage, takes a hit himself, but his shield is still up. Yeah, remember, this is a no build, so they cannot build any forts to protect themselves, so they have to use natural coverage. But no one was knocked down from that. They're going to be using the grass as cover. Oh, 35, 36 people remain in this match. You know, as there lands one hit. He does. It takes it. So Trax takes a hit, has to fall back. He's got a fish that will replenish his shield. And getting attacked by a wolf, but they will take down the wolf. And they do hear a car and see the car and try to do some damage onto the car. Fires the rocket launcher. And we're going to see Marietta's going to try to hightail out of there. Not getting any knocks or kills, but they're still in good position. Getting their shields back up. The storm will start closing in. And they are going to pick up one of the med kits. They do sense some gunfire near them, so... Already, it looks like one person got eliminated. And Trax trying to deal quite a bit of damage, but he's going to take a shield hit himself off to the side. Fires the rocket launcher, and that shield will protect the rocket launcher. Yeah, Desert takes quite a bit of damage, but their shields are about half each, and they're looking to try to get away. Although Trax may be pinned. Takes a shield hit and loses all of his shield, and he's going to be knocked down and will be eliminated. And it's just going to be D9 Dozer that's left. He's going to have to get his shield back up, because if he goes down, he will be eliminated. But he's going to spot someone right in front of him. And Marietta does place 16th, not getting any eliminations. But that at least is going to be enough to get some points. So it will be at least better. Yeah, so they at least better placement-wise. But unfortunately, they're just not going to be able to get any eliminations. But they will at least get on the board with some points. But all right. Well, we'll just have to wait until the game finishes up. But placing 16th is still very good. But we'll take a quick break. And we'll be back with Game 3 whenever the lobby is created and we're good to go. All right, and welcome back. We are getting things underway for Game 3. Just give me a second to get everything all set up for you guys. And here we go. So the Pioneers did finish 16th in the last game, but we're not able to secure any eliminations. But we will see how they do in Game 3. There are 4 games, so there'll be this one and one more for today. As a reminder, this is the no build split, so they can accumulate items and ammo and other healing stuff, but there will be no materials collected. There will be no forts built in Fortnite. It looks like they're going to be heading very west, very like on the far edge of the map this time. And they're going to be heading towards that, looks like, warehouse. We do see some people landing not too far away. You know, they're already getting a weapon. So they have weapons at this point, so it's just a matter of what else they can accumulate while they're here. Max is going to try to get his shield up while he has that slurp. We're going to see Daddy knows he's going to use the slurp keg to build his shield up while keeping an eye on the area around him. And that keg will also help with generating shield for Trax as well. Dino Dozer already gets one knocked down and will get an elimination. And we do see a wild loot pinata. But it looks like there's some other gunfight going on as well over by that airship. Trax and Daniels are trying to take them down, or at least deter them from shooting back. There are some gunshots again from behind. And Trax is going to have to regenerate his shield a little bit. Good thing that Lou Pinata had some slurps. But more shots from behind. They're trying to take them out. And we see very interesting to have like a shield gun that shoots slurp to regenerate shields. Very interesting with this no build with some of the items that you encounter. And more shots being fired. Marietta is under attack and going to drive away. Just not a very safe spot right now. And they're still under fire. I guess the question is, where are they going to go? Let's see if the storm is going to start closing in soon. And it will. And there's going to be someone directly above them. Truck is taking a good amount of damage, already about a third of its health. And the truck will be gone. I knows he's going to use that shield. Going to get, hey, there's another truck. How convenient. Although it's going a little bit in the air. And those geysers are definitely trying to help the Pioneers reenact that really cool scene from Dukes of Hazzard. But now they're going to have to start heading towards the safe zone since the storm is closing in. They still got a bit of a ways to get there, but I think they're going to try to find an area to launch. Yeah, it's like Trax went to pick up something, but run over a tree in the process. Yeah, they're just going to be driving along. You see, they are getting kind of close to the safe area. You're going to swap out that green sniper for a rare one. I think they're going to be fine. Although we'll see if anyone is inside this log cabin here. But it doesn't look like anyone's been in here yet because there are still some chests. There's still another chest. I think it's directly below them. And they're going to find a med kit and a couple of green weapons. And some more ammo. Yeah, see D9 Dozer is in the safe area, and Trax is going to be there too. And now the Pioneers seem to be by a spaceship. But they're going to be using this brush as cover. You do see they sense gunfire not too far from them. Once again, you cannot build in here, so you have to use natural cover. You do spot there's some fighting going on over by the river. Doesn't seem like a good opportunity for a shot. I'm gonna take a shot though. We're going to take one of the mushrooms. It looks like that just regenerates some shield. And they're going to start heading into the city. Especially since the safe zone is a little bit farther away. And there is a legendary weapon. And it looks like Trax is going to take that. They will fly away. Looks like Trax is heading towards this greenhouse here, but there is still a chest. And just gets another little slurp container. But there's another truck. I cannot control the music that's in this truck. Please do not ECM me, Twitch. But they're going to start heading towards that safe zone. About 52 participants remain in this game. Marietta needs to get into at least top 17 to get placement points. So there are approximately about 25 teams remaining. Storm will start closing in, and Marietta is pretty close to the border, so I think they're going to be fine. It's just a matter of where they want to enter. And of course, having a big truck like this is going to draw some attention. Looks like they are in the safe area now. And just going to continue driving in. I think there's some gunfire near them, but there is a loot crate right in front of them. I think they're going to try to grab. And there will be an epic weapon, but shots are fired. And Trax takes a ton of damage. He's got about half health. He's going to need to find a safe area. And D-Nandos is going to use that slurp cannon to regenerate some shield. And we'll use another launch pad to get away. Yeah, but as we're seeing, it is definitely the fact that you cannot build does add a level of complexity, because you have to either fight or run away. You cannot build to protect yourself, so you got to find that cover to keep yourself in a safe position. I think they spot that someone was flying nearby them. Yeah, I think they're like directly above. And there's going to be shots fired. And a lot of damage is coming out. Although Trax is going to take down. Well, he doesn't get credit for that kill, unfortunately. The Dinosaur did deal some shots. But he gets taken down because Trax was already knocking on death's door. And fortunately, Marietta will place 24th. They do get one elimination, though. That will give them a point, but not a whole lot in terms of placement points, since they did finish 24th instead of higher than that. But all right, so that was the third game. So just a lot of people right there in one area. Yeah. But all right, so we're going to take a quick break, and there'll be one more game for you. So we'll just have to see how they go in that last game. So don't go away. We will be right back. So it looks like they're going to go more southwest in this corner. But just as a reminder, this is no build, so they will not be able to collect materials or build force to protect themselves, so they have to use natural cover. They get a point for every elimination, and they do get placement points if they place high enough. It looks like they're going to go back to that same warehouse area that they were in the last game. See, Trax already has a weapon. Not a great weapon, but still a weapon. Dozer's got a green pistol. And we're already going to see some better weapons coming out. At least some green weapons. Better than gray, of course. Dozer's going to be using those mushrooms to get his shield up. And Trax has got about 50% shield. We're going to be using those mushrooms to build even more. They are going to have a bit of ways to go for the safe zone. Got about 1:53 before the storm starts closing in. And just utilizing those mushrooms to get their shield to full before heading over. And there is a truck there, of course, so they can use that, but we'll try to see what's in the vaults. I think they were trying to get here last time, but they were under attack, so they couldn't stick around. And there's going to be an epic shotgun and an epic rocket launcher. Or that might be an assault rifle. It's hard to tell. The image is a little small for me. Yeah, that's just the normal, but still, a couple epic weapons. They're going to use the truck to get to the area. It looks like they are going to. They're just going to head straight over there. They got 35 seconds before the storm will start closing in. Plenty of time. And it looks like they're going to take a more scenic route. And there's those geysers again. And there was a chest on one of those geysers, but they're going to have to forego that. Let's check to see if there's anyone to their right. Not going to find anyone. Now the storm will start closing in. They are definitely taking the long way around. But I see that they're still going to get to a pretty safe spot, so they're pinging where they want to head towards. There's still about 64 participants left in this game. This is the last one for today. Now they're going to be doing a little bit of off-roading, but they are in a safe area. But interesting, they're going to just climb all the way up this mountain with the truck. Try doing this in real life. They're going to find a wolf in the area. But it looks like the area has been cleaned out already. And they do sense footprints. Or someone's walking by, so they know someone's here. And they are going to get themselves into a fight. Fires the rocket launcher. Trax is already knocked down. He's not out just yet. Nintendo's trying to finish him off and does get the elimination. So that's actually going to be one elimination for both Trax and for D9 Dozer. Now I'm just going to try to get him revived. You're going to take him to an area away. He will be revived in time, but I don't know what they have on healing capability. So while they did get one elimination each, they are both extremely low in health. Trax does not have any shields. He does have a slurp ready. I think they're going to just use the truck again just to find a good spot. And Trax is going to use this as an opportunity to use some of those slurps to heal back up. And okay, truck's fine. But they're now in a safer area. Storm will close in about 2 minutes. The biggest danger for the team right now is they don't have anything to heal back up. They have a little bit of shields, but if they get into a fight, it's probably not going to end well for them. They are going to put a barrier up as they get into a more contested area. Trax is checking to see if anyone is nearby. Not going to see anyone. Although there is another truck, so there may be a fight there. Marietta wants to avoid that, to try to stay alive as much as possible. And shots are fired from above. Well, it looks like Marietta will get away. But shots fired from another direction. Yeah, popping the barrier, but the truck is still taking a considerable amount of damage. So they have to find cover. They do have a slurp chug. D9 Dozer is going to have to use that to get his shield up. Right now, Mary's trying to find any items they can get a hold of. So D9 Dozer's shield is full. And it's going to equip some tires onto this truck. I don't know exactly what it'll do. But they are going to try to hightail it out of that city. 42 participants remain in this game. And they're facing some more gunfire from the right. Truck's now at about half health. And it looks like they're maybe being pursued. They collide into the tree. They're going to try to see if they can get some items over here. Going to use that campfire to see if they can get some health back. See, Trax health is pretty much restored. And it's like this little goblin dude thing was there, but they're fine. Yeah, using a barrier to keep this like protected. Meanwhile, D9 Dozer is going to be looking for a chest, and looks like it's going to be right there. And was going to go for the slurp, but falls into the water, and Trax does get knocked down in that process. And it doesn't look like Trax is going to make it. It's just delaying the inevitable. He's going to try to fall down, but he does get eliminated. So D9 Dozer is going to be left for the Pioneers. And with the storm approaching and the two members from that team, I just don't see how he's going to be able to get Trax's reboot card. Now he's going to be rotating around. Gets a couple of items and use that to restore some health. But lots of gunfire around him. And spending a lot of time in the storm. But that's putting him in a pretty dangerous spot because he's at less than half health. He's going to have to find a way to get some health back up. Oh, that's one way. And he's going to use that wolf to head out of there. He's facing some gunfire from up in that tree. Taking a lot of hits. Going to use that barrier. But he might be in a position where all he can do is now fight. But he's going to try to run away. And I think he was able to escape. 32 participants remain. Storm will start shrinking. Basically more gunfire, just kind of all over the place. It's right on the outskirts of the safe circle. He faces some gunfire. He loses his wolf. He's just gonna have to kind of hide in the bush to stay alive. Less than 30 participants remain in the game. So that might be enough to at least put him in the top 15. Just checking if anyone's coming by, but yeah, at this point, there's definitely no opportunity to get that reboot card. But now the storm's going to start shrinking again. He's going to have to work his way towards the center. He has his rocket launcher ready to go if needed. Isn't going to spot anyone from where he's at. Assuming that he thinks that someone is there. So now the storm is going to start shrinking in, so he's going to have to make his way. Going to try to use the water as coverage. Yeah, because I think his strategy at this point is to just survive. Because you can get a good amount of placement points if you survive long enough. Like with 20 participants left, you could very well be like top 11. And that's going to start racking up more points than kills. Sounds like there might be people above him. I can't quite tell. The storm will start shrinking again in about 45 seconds, so he's going to have to make a move. He doesn't have to necessarily go after anyone, but he's not going to be able to stay where he is at for too long. Sees a barrier kind of floating out in the water. Does spot a launch pad, so may try to use that to get to a safer spot. And my guess is he's going to wait until the storm starts shrinking in before he makes his move. Okay, so now he's going to start making a move, and there is two people over to his right, so he's going to just start making a swim for it. He does get into the safe zone. And not sure what's happening here. He does take out one. I mean, that's a second one, technically. But great reaction by him. Now he's got an epic rocket launcher. 15 participants remain. But he's taking a lot of shield damage himself. He's not the only one with a rocket launcher. And does get taken down, but places 9th. So a much better showing by the Pioneers there. But just be able to try to stay alive as long as possible. I mean, that was just kind of the name of the game there. But with that, Marietta does get 3 kills, and they do finish 9th, which is very good showing. I don't know the exact points for that. We'll have to wait and see. Yeah, I'm looking over at the scores here. But that should be a pretty good boost to their totals. But we're just going to have to wait until everything finishes up and figure out what the final results are. We'll get that out onto social media. But that is going to be it for today. So great job in that last game by the Pioneers. There'll be a lot more matches coming at you this week. We pretty much have something go on every single evening. So please be sure to come back for that. So for all the latest updates with Let's Go On with Marietta College Esports, please be sure to follow us here on Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. Thank you for the follows and subscriptions. Shout outs again to HyperX for their peripherals. Shout outs to Over the Moon Pizza for helping spreading the word about our program.